Hello guys and welcome back to game 2 of Lead Pro Salt vs Duck in the Ruby. What's it? I
I don't
always
even
forget
know what
that.
to do with you anymore.
I give up.
It's the Ruby Proving Grounds.
Proving grounds.
Probably.
I just get confused between the Proving Grounds and the Do or Die Cup. But anyway, okay. So, Duck, they pick up the Crystal Maiden, they get the axe. Crystal Maiden again. Let's hope he doesn't die that many times again. Like, I was cringing at moments for that poor Crystal Maiden. But now they get the axe. I feel like axe is a really strong hero at the moment, especially against Spectre. But yeah, the Warlock Spectre, that's a pretty crazy combo there. If you get the Fatal Bonds down with the Haunt coming in and the Chaotic Offering, any team will meld really quickly to that combo. Just those two heroes already.
Don't forget about the Crystal Maiden Axe laning combo also. One of my favorites, if I do play Crystal, I like being in a lane with Axe. Just allowing yourself to slow with Crystal, of course, where you can just quickly slow with your Crystal Nova. You can Frostbite, giving Axe enough time to get there and call.
That is really true, but I don't think Crystal Maiden will be in an offlane against an with an axe. I think she just dies too quickly in an offlane situation, and she's too slow to get out of situations. Like her movement speed is horrendous those first few levels.
That's why I go straight for Invis right after my boost with
Yeah.
Crystal. I mean, I maybe play a little bit more of an aggressive support, even with very low-leveled supports. From the beginning, I'm very aggressive, but I think that's the only way to get your level high enough very quickly, so that you are able to assist your carries better.
Yeah. So what do you think, Crystal Maiden with a Windlace from the start?
Yes.
Yeah, I think also that's a pretty
good.
Yeah, always goes into the Tranquils as well now, so pretty good item there for the Crystal Maiden. Bans coming out from Lepro Salt, the Weaver and the Troll Warlord. That Weaver was pretty strong on the side of Duck. Shadow Fiend definitely a good deny there. Don't want to play against that thing again. And that Crystal Maiden was like, no, not that thing again. That thing was killing me left, right, and center.
Side note, did we see a change in a player on Duck's side? We have Opa Vaysate in now.
Opa Vaysate. Yeah, I don't think he was in the previous game, no.
We are missing.
I don't know who we're missing. We get Legend. Orestes. We miss. No, Orestes
We
is
are
there.
missing LeChop.
LeChop is out. Okay. No more LeChop. Okay.
Side note. In the Proving Grounds, are they allowed to switch out?
I think it's. I'm not sure. I'll have to go read up on the DGL rules.
How awesome is that? Casters that doesn't know the rules. Whoop whoop. No, just joking. I think for this one, I can quickly check actually. If you can talk some
roster lock is disabled, so you can't switch out teams. But as long as the guy is registered, I think it's pretty fine.
Okay, so he is registered. He is part of the roster, so he is a reserve, so they're allowed to do that.
Now the Spirit Breaker gonna be picked up here for Lead Pro as well. Think why would you do the Spirit Breaker? Why would you pick a Spirit Breaker into an Axe, into a Crystal Maiden, now an Undying as well? I don't like. I think if you pick Spirit Breaker, you always go for the Nyx, the Nyx, the Lifestealer. But they've already got the Spectre, so I don't see why you would go for the Spirit Breaker then.
Well, if you do want a tanky hero to be able to roam, I always think a Spirit Breaker is a very good choice, especially when you do have your Crystal Maiden. If the Crystal Maiden gets invis and you don't have any wards, just charge in with that Bara and he will stop her ulti if he gets it. If he touches her with his charge, of course.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. The Spirit Breaker is good in the sense that you have a global ganker. It just takes a bit of time to get there, but those ganking options, yeah, especially in those early levels, he just runs forever. Now the Timbersaw, I like that pickup. That's a really good pickup against the Undying and the Eggs, both strength heroes, and that, what's it called, the Whirling Death is just going to do a lot of damage, taking that strength away from the Undying and the Axe and doing, well, magical damage if it doesn't cut a tree and pure damage if it does cut a tree. And I think this Timbersaw is going to have a pretty good game so far.
Okay, so not for me to get confused, this one, Clockwork isn't in, Timber is in.
Yeah, there's no Tinker, by the way. Yeah, no. Especially with a Spirit Breaker on the field, I don't think you can play a Tinker. Maybe on the side of Lead Pro. Well, if you go Lead Pro, you can actually go Tinker, I think. Imagine that, because then you've got so many global abilities. Spectre can haunt from anywhere on the map. Spirit Breaker can charge from anywhere, and the Tinker can just TP in anywhere on the map. That'd be a quite interesting draft, I would say.
However, if you look at the Ducks side, look at all those slows and all of those disabling that can actually happen if there's a team fight. I mean, Undying, just throw down that tombstone. Problem one. Axe.
Yeah, Axe is a...
Problem two. Crystal Maiden, if needed, slow also with Undying's Totem. But that will just eat your ass as you're walking away. And then Ulti with Crystal. I mean, the three of them. And then you've got the Silencer also. I mean, I see what they're doing.
They're going for the big Wombo combo here. Like, their team fight is really strong on the side of Duck side. I think what Lead Pro need to do is just split up and farm the map as much as possible. Because Duck is just going to group and try and take towers down as 5.
So, what do you think?
Duck? Jeez.
Who do you think will complement that team very, very well?
I have no idea, actually. Jeez. Let's see.
Well, do you think Silencer will mid?
Yeah, that's definitely a Silencer mid.
So then, in my head, I think something. You know what? I saw but now, of course, never mind. Lifestealer has been banned.
Yeah, Lifestealer has banned.
I would say like, Lifestealer here would have been nice also. Then it's just an entire team of disabling, slowing. It's just a buffed up team. And then I saw, the first ban.
Yeah, well, definitely Lead Pro need a hero that has some sort of magic community. So either a hero that built into a BKB really quickly. Oh wow, Duck go for the Void as well. That's a lot of team fight on the side of Duck.
Let's just hope we don't have people on Duck team. For instance, Void. I've seen this happen.
Oh, there's the Tinker. I thought so, but I thought maybe with the Silencer there you wouldn't go for the Tinker.
No, I was thinking exactly the same thing. And you know what's even worse is I've seen a Void put his
oh no.
over the crystal
Yeah.
while doing the ulti.
Oh, yeah. But now the thing is also Void has to be careful. If he chronos someone from his own team while the march is going inside the chrono, he's gonna probably kill his own teammates. So he has got to be really smart when placing those chronos from Taki. Well, it is game 2 now. Duck versus Lead Pro in the Ruby Cup, Ruby Proving Grounds. Yep, Proving Grounds. I'll get it sometime. Okay. Tinker against a Silencer. Who do you favor in that matchup, though?
I think a Silencer would do well.
Yeah, I also think Silencer with the glaives and will be pretty good. It's gonna be a bit harder, I think, when the rocket starts flying out and the lasers. But I think Silencer still has a pretty decent chance in this game. So, who do you favor in this game? Duck side or Lead Pro?
I think Duck has a very good chance in the. It's much more. Remember, I said that Lead Pro was a lot balanced the previous game. Balance is always good.
Yeah.
Duck doesn't have a balanced team. They do have a very good team fight. So I know it's contradicting what I said the previous game, but I think that would go very well.
Yeah, I think I don't like the Spectre pickup that much, so I'm also gonna lead more to the dark side. I think the execution is a lot easier than Lead Pros is. So yeah, I think Duck, they can win. They have a really good chances winning this game. I think they just have to, at level stick, group up, start taking team fights, start taking objectives, and that's how you win this game. On League Pro side, though, I think they have to split the map up as much as possible, try and get as much farm on this Tinker and Spectre and the Timbersaw as early as possible.
Um, some stats from my side just to show you what happened. Legend, of course, we can see he's going mid lane again with Silencer. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Lina in the previous game, and we know that he was very aggressive early game. Just unfortunately, it wasn't good enough to push out that middle tower quick enough.
Yep.
And then, of course, always being the second support. Lechop out from the previous match. Opa in, who's now playing Crystal Maiden. We've got Orestes, however that's said, who was Tidehunter, again, very tanky hero, Axe. And we saw, even though they lost the previous game, he played very good.
Yeah, his Tidehunter plays were pretty good, but his laning stage, he got too much depth in that laning stage, though. That was a bit sad. But now, a core Faceless Void, I haven't seen that in quite a while, though.
I must say, I was very surprised, because Taki played Weaver the previous game, which is a very sly character to play. Aggressive, yet you can get out when you want to. Faceless, exactly the same. Aggressive, can get out when you want to if you think about it.
Yep.
However, I think the timing there needs to be perfect.
Yeah, those chronos are going to be really crucial in this game. So yeah, let's go through the teams again. On Ariat, on the Timbersaw again for Lead Pro. Devil gonna be playing the Spirit Breaker. 3 on the Tinker mid again, and SKY on the Spectre, and last but not least Bendy on the Warlock.
For Duck, we've got Legend on Silencer, Always on Undying, Orestes on Axe, Taki on Faceless, and Opa on Crystal.
Yeah, and already four years here for Duck going onto the bottom jungle of Lead Pro. Doesn't look like they've planted those early wards in this game.
Oh, they are very aggressive. Previous game, we also see this, but they were only 3 the previous game.
Yeah, but now they have the Undying though, so maybe you want to be that extra more aggressive. Especially with Undying, you want to snowball this game really fast.
Oh, that was maybe not the best thing to do. We can see that Spectre is rotating top, and that could maybe cause a kill here at the bottom.
Do you think they're gonna try and aggro-try this from the side of?
Just look, everybody's hiding.
Well, except the Axe.
Well, I would not have used Axe as the base.
Yeah.
I would have used
Crystal Maiden, yeah.
Yes.
The squishiest hero. Get the freeze. Yeah, nice bit of damage here onto the Spirit Breaker. Nothing too much though.
Yeah, please don't leave your crystal behind, people.
She's very slow and very fragile, please.
Yes. Okay, well, aggressive warding very early on. I might have placed it a little bit up, just on the step, and not behind the little tree trunk.
Yeah.
Because that gives you. Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, looks like they're gonna aggro try this from Duck side, but the Spirit Breaker falling really low. He's gonna get the last decay down now. 70 HP, nothing too much though. But dual lanes coming out here from Lead Pro. Putting the Spectre in the top lane with the Warlock is I think it's a good idea to dodge this tri-lane, and they're doing so. And this Timbersaw should be able to hold his own in this bottom lane.
Now see, this is exactly what I said. The Crystal, the Axe combination is bottom with the Undying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to see. And that's exactly what you thought they would be doing when we saw that free picks that they had.
Yep, that is
However,
true.
They did give their play away by choosing them first.
Yeah, it was well, I think it was well anticipated there from from the side of Lepro to rotate the Spectre top, but this Faceless Void should be more than capable of laning in this top lane. Like, the Warlock can zone him out a bit, but nothing that he can't handle. He should get his quite good farm as well.
Mid lane we do see Tinker that has a little bit of an advantage, half a level above Silencer, but not doing too badly.
Yeah, it's just the laser, like, you just laser the guy when he wants to try and deny the last range creep, and you get the last hit on from the Tinker. But yeah, Silencer holding up his own. And this poor Barra is already out of all of his tangos, and he's just running around like a headless chicken at the moment. Now the Undying with an Arcane Rune. That's probably one of the strongest rune on Undying. They're going to smoke up here now as well. They're going to try and rotate here onto the mid, onto this Tinker. Try and kill him before he can get those boots up. I think this is a kill for sure almost.
Silencer does not have his silence though.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that much mana. He needs to use the glaives. The March is going to do a lot of damage though. First Blood goes to the way of 3 on the Tinker though, and that's a big mistake there from the side of Duck. And he's going to get away as well. That's a rotation and a First Blood onto the Tinker. No.
CM just didn't have enough mana to do the Frostbite, and that's very unfortunate.
That is a bit of a misplay there on the side of Duck, causing that First Blood onto the Tinker. He's gonna have his bottle come now in the career, I think. Yeah, that's his bottle and his boots in the career actually. That is quite big for the Tinker now. And now he's on those waves for those boots of travels. Now they're gonna send Undying top against the Spectre and the Warlock. I think the Void might, yeah, he's struggling a bit. Now the Spectre is gonna rotate bottom. Try and get the Spectre the most optimal farming position where he can. This axe won't be hindered too much, but the Void is a bit too much far behind in farm at the moment. So hope he can pick it up. Silencer is gonna have his bottles soon now as well. Just spamming a lot of damage onto this Tinker. He's gonna get the invasion now as well.
I mean, if you just had a little bit of assistance from the side, if CM was maybe still there, that could have been a kill.
Yeah, definitely. But unfortunately, she wasn't there. Where is the Crystal Maiden? Oh, she's on the other side though. Top lane, Warlock in a bit of trouble, getting a lot of harassment down from the Void and the Undying. Dying is a level 2 now, hasn't skilled his second ability yet. Crystal Maiden just sitting there. Bottom lane got a nice kill there on the Spectre though. Well played there by the axe of Orestes. Dying in the meantime, but well worth it there for the axe. Really well played by him. Killing the Spectre is really good, especially in this early stages of the game. Warlock, he's in a bit of big trouble here on the top lane. Gets killed down by Taki, and now Ariat. Just gonna tank this tombstone down already. 2 levels in the reactive armor. He's really hard to kill. And it's mostly just physical damage coming out from this top lane. So, yeah, it can be quite interesting lane now. This Crystal Maiden might be in a bit of trouble here. It's gonna get charged from the barrel. Oh no, she's already down on half health. The Spectre's gonna try and get the last hit here if he can. The chain's also down onto her. Oh, she's not gonna make it. Bendy gets the last hit on the Warlock. Call coming out from the axe doing a lot of damage. The spin comes out, the last spin onto the Crystal Maiden, and she just melts away again. This axe is doing quite well in this offlane. I'm really surprised actually. I knew he would do good, but not this good though.
Just a clarification: Axe did kill Warlock, not Crystal Maiden.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was like, did I just miss something here? Am I watching something else?
Yeah. Sorry, the Warlock killed the Crystal Maiden and the axe killed the Warlock. Yes. Sorry. My bad. Okay.
So Silencer does have his global silence up. He is on level 6. And let's see if he's going to use that to assist top to maybe get a kill. I mean, it's times like this, especially when that Timber Sword does not have any mana to get out. That is when I think a silencer should assist and give his carries a kill.
That is true, but he's got reactive armor level 3, like, and you've only got physical damage here in the top lane. Like, I don't think even with that.
I didn't even think about that one.
Like, even if you use global silence, how do you kill this bloody Timbersaw? He's just, look at that regen, 23 HP regen. He's just standing there and just doesn't give a crap, even though he has 500 HP or whatever. Crystal Maiden going top now, and what? CKY dropping the axe now, getting the 200 gold onto the Spectre. Has his face boots up now. Yeah.
Okay, here comes CM. Let's see what she does.
CM onto the Timbersaw. Look at those recharges are just too much. Look at that. She's gonna die in though. Yeah.
Not needed. And Barra is charging top, but I don't think he's going to land it. I don't think he's going to go NA.
No, he doesn't have the items. Nope.
He pulls out.
Yeah.
And that is not something I should say.
Yeah. No, this Crystal Maiden doing the rotation top was really good. The Undying getting a lot of stacks of decay onto the Timbersaw, meaning he only had like 480 max health, I think, there. So that bit of magic damage coming out from the Crystal Maiden did actually quite a lot in that fight. And look here. Look here at the bottom, this Axe just running this Spectre out of the lane, sitting under this top tower, says Axe. He says, this is my tower now. Spectre can't do anything about this Warlock. He's just hiding away from this Axe. Look, yeah, that was a really good. But Axe is just playing this so well, just dominating this lane, actually.
What I wanted to say a bit earlier, Silence is doing very well here against Tinker mid. However, this tower is almost down. Got 383 HP left.
Now
and Silencer,
he's not gonna get it. But bottom lane though.
But he is really putting that pressure on, and we're gonna see him start attacking that tower right away.
Yeah, look at Axe though, getting a lot of spins there onto the Spectre. Gonna get the dunk onto the Tinker now as well. Nice global silence out there, making sure this Orestes can get out now. And really well played from this Axe again, dunking down onto the Tinker, almost getting the Spectre as well. He's probably has to run back to base just to get a bit of regen back. He's got the Radiance queued up, but I think it's going to take him quite a long time to get it back. They're going to go for the Shrine now, get the Axe back to full health. He's got his Tranquils ready, on his way to the Blade Mail next. And a nice D-Ward here coming down from the Crystal Maiden.
We are seeing this team playing a little bit, not a little bit better, but a lot better. I think they've got a lot of, they just feel much better about this game than the previous one. If you look at the score, I think at 10 minutes in the previous game it was maybe 2-6, I want to say.
Yeah, it was about that.
And now it's about equal. Well, they're a bit above ahead, but you know, anything can happen in a game. You can't really count your chickens before they hatch or something like that.
Yeah, but I think they made the right idea here by DUC, and the pause is gonna come out now here on the Tinker. But DUC just playing so aggressive onto the Spectre. Like, they notice the Spectre can't hold his lane on his own. He's really a weak laner in the early stages of the game, and they just applying that pressure with the Axe, the Undying, and the Crystal Maiden, and doing really well so far. I mean, the Spectre only has phase boots. He's got 37 last hits though, but I think he died twice. Yeah, no, he's died once. Yeah, he's died once, but he's been forced out of the lane quite a lot though. Like, he's already back at base, I think. Yeah, he's back at base trying to get regen up so he can get back into the lane, but they're just gonna take this bottom tower now with the Axe Undying Crystal Maiden just sitting there. Tinker though, he's about 700 gold away from his boots of travel. He's doing pretty well against us. Oh no, Silencer gonna get charged here. The rockets get popped and the charge onto Legend. The Haunt gets popped as well, and this is gonna look like a kill here for the Tinker with a laser to finish off the Silencer. Let's say the Silencer is like half behind this Tinker, because Tinker already has 43 last hits, Silencer only 24. Bottom, Axe. Yeah, it doesn't have the mana though. She's coming in. Oh no, the rockets are gonna fly through. They're gonna hit onto the axe. Oh no. Oh, misses the timber chain onto the axe though. The Undying, he's just gonna go. It's gonna heal himself up probably with the soul rip. Yep. Trying to kite them away from the axe is...
Definitely. Like, I mean, that was support
Yeah.
commendation on my side. Like, I would commend that guy just for that. It was Lead Pro. They could have chosen who they want to go after. Axe or Undying. Axe they could have maybe killed. Undying they will definitely kill.
Yeah.
So they went for Undying.
I think the axe was still maybe the better option, but nonetheless, the Undying did a really good job there. I think this axe has to commend that Undying now. Like, that was just such a good play there from the Undying, kiting them all away from the axe, making sure they don't get the double kill. And now, Silencer is going for the Midas. It's going to be a really late one, I feel. He's got the Gloves of Haste, but 1,600 gold for that recipe, and he's about 1,400 away. 1,000, yeah, he's no 1,200. Yeah, math, please work. No, he's doing a bit, and Tinker he's just sitting in the jungle now, getting as many creeps as he can with his March of the Machines going all over the place. And he's gonna have that Boots of Travel right now with this last creep. And that's gonna make this Tinker a really big play in the few upcoming fights.
I'm wondering why CM is just standing in base.
Wasn't she the one lagging though? I don't know. Like, the CM hasn't done a lot this early game though. We haven't seen her too much.
Well, she's assisted with that top kill. She isn't doing too badly with her farm, even though she's level 6 at 13 minutes in. I mean, she's got her ulti. She's been warding. Well, yeah, maybe not. One ward up at the moment.
Oh.
However, I think she's doing better than the previous CM player
Yeah,
was. I don't want to sound bad to say that. I know it's two different players. You can't really...
Yeah, it's two different games as well. The Chrono gonna come down now as well. The Global Silence as well. Crystal Maiden throwing down the ulti. They're gonna try and get the Spectre down. Are they gonna get it? Gonna get it though. It doesn't look like there's a Void Bash. Oh, he jumps. Taki just takes away all that damage with the Time Walk. And the Crystal Maiden's gonna fall now. And the Undying. Oh, just a bit too uncoordinated. That Barra charge is actually the game changer in that fight, I would say. Cancelling that Crystal Maiden ulti, stopping the Void from getting the last few hits onto the Spectre. And really really lucky there from the side of Lead Pro.
Now see, that's exactly what I said when we were watching them picking their heroes. I said exactly that. That's the only reason why I would have gone Barra in this game. And it's already been proven to be very effective.
Yep, cancelling the Crystal Maiden ulti, really good play there from the Barra, stopping that team fight right there with the bashes coming through. And yeah, I must say that played off right there.
You know, I would have maybe done that Global Silence 2 seconds later. Once Void's sphere was maybe off.
Yeah, true, maybe, but ideally you want to cancel. You don't want the Barra to charge, so
yes, but just before.
Yeah, just before the Chrono wears off.
Chrono wore off.
Yes, that is true.
But it was almost exactly the same time.
Yeah. No, I think it was just a bit of timing issue on the side of Duck, but not too bad. Almost getting the Spectre, but just a bit unlucky. Silencer trying to catch up with the farm. He's a bit behind at this stage. Got a haste bottled as well. On his way to that Midas, still 500 gold off.
Well,
oh no, to bottom, Timbersaw gets called and the 3 spins instantly from the axe. Just spins down the poor Timbersaw. And yeah, usually Timbersaw can stand his own against his axe, but this axe is just playing so well at this moment.
And we are of course seeing the axe going for that farm that's been stacked for him. And then I foresee him going mid. I think they're going to definitely push that mid tower.
Yeah, and it's going to be really good, especially when he gets that blade mail up. Where is this? Spectre has been reverted to the jungle now as well. He's struggling so much in this game. He's got the Iron Talon though, so he can jungle a bit more effective, but still 2k gold away from that Sacred Relic, so he's having a really hard game.
Better get out of there, otherwise that creeps will not respawn. Do not stand in the creeps. Okay, there we go.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
They are smoked up now.
Stand inside.
Yeah, let's not hope they're not that noob. But Duck Legend looks like he's trying to bait with that low health he has. 3 players smoked up here. The Axe Blink is there. Oh, gets the Bendu on the invis though. Oh, Chrono catching the Tinker though, but the whole team is just on the other side of the Chrono. Really good silence coming up there from the Silencer, and the great kill there onto the Tinker. I think that Chrono was just a bit of a misplaced. Like his whole he chronoed the guy here, and Tinker was here. His whole team was on that side of the Chrono, and they had to walk all the way around. By the time they get here, the Tinker was already here.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked, definitely. Could have been better, but it worked.
Whoopsie.
Now, Barra, he's just charging in. Zoning Crystal Maiden ulti. Okay. Looking pretty good there. Quite weird build this Timbersaw is going. I would have definitely gone for a Hood of Defiance on the Timber. Just for that Crystal Maiden and the Silencer. Just to get a bit more magic resistance up.
What do you think? On the side of Duck, at the moment, I'm not seeing anybody going for the urn. Do you like placing it on a crystal? Do you think that's a good idea?
If you fight a lot in the game, yes, a urn definitely on the Crystal Maiden. Even the Undying, I think, has a really good build for the urn. I don't like the Undying going for a mech because I think it's going to be a bit too late. But yeah, it would have been good on all those heroes. Top lane though, they're going to find the Void. Is he going to have the Time Walk? He has the Time Walk already, gets like 50 HP back. That's not going to help him that much. Crystal Maiden comes in now as well. Oh, big call there from the Axe Gate. 4 players, dunk, and dunk all the way from the Axe. Really big plays there. Barra going to charge onto this Crystal Maiden, trying to get a few last kills here. Axe calls down onto the Spectre. Not going to have it though. Oh, nice Timber Chain. They're coming out from Timbersaw. Big dunk again from Axe. This Axe. This Axe.
That CM just died.
Yeah, that was just unlucky. I think it was the Urn Charge tick from the Spirit Breaker. Yep. A really good spell there from the Spirit Breaker and using the Urn Charge there. But this Axe is just making plays all over the game, eh?
Now, that is why I asked about the CM, because the CM has been supporting a lot during fights. Even though some of the ultis might not be going off on the exact time it should be, but she has her 6 assists. She is at the fights to gain those earned charges, and she can, before she dies, heal somebody or herself, and then maybe just, you know, spare the team from getting so many deaths.
That is true, but I'd still like the Undying to rather get it, and then maybe on the Crystal Maiden, rather get a rather try and get that mobility item up, like a 4-star or a Yule Scepter, because that's the main thing that a Crystal Maiden wants, is that, oh, nice big call coming through, yeah, from Orestes again. The tomb gets dropped as well, the Global Silence as well, the Crystal Maiden ult is going to fly through as well. Another big dump there from Orestes onto the Timbersaw. They're going to try and find this Bendy. He's going to, gets the call down from Orestes. Another dunk, and godlike on this Axe. This Axe is just playing so well. Yeah, that just about sums up how this Axe is playing. He's just wrecking the side of Lead Pro at this stage. No. Well, Spectre, he's got his gold now for the Sacred Relic. Just needs to get the courier there. Let's hope it doesn't get sniped. He's probably going to try and go to the side shop, but he knows most of Duck is in the area. Barra, he's going to charge onto the Silencer. What is he doing? The Axe comes in as well, and another dunk gonna come through from the Axe, and another 2 intel for the Silencer as well. And it looks like Duck is just sort of snowballing here.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, I just want to say, Duck has to watch out because Barra will charge, and he had his ulti, and CM didn't. However, that didn't stop them from doing. I don't know why Barra charged in and then just decided to run.
Yeah, no, that was really weird. Maybe he misclicked. I'm not too sure what happened there, but something weird happened there.
Misthinked, maybe.
Yeah, and now this axe, he's already got a solar crest. Not a common item you see on axe, but I think it's pretty good on him.
This is strange. What is CM doing? Staff of Wizardry and the Ring of Health. Okay, of course, 4 stars.
Yeah, full
What
stop.
was I thinking?
They changed the recipe.
I'm looking at it on my wall. It's right here in front of me. Whoops.
Yeah. Now, Tinker is also gonna have his Blink Dagger up soon. That's gonna make him a bit harder to catch in the fights and when he's farming around the map. But this Void, he's got his Maelstrom up now. Wonder what his next item's gonna be after this. Any ideas? Maybe a Blink Dagger?
Is that for Axe?
No, the Void.
Oh, the Void. If I'm looking at this team who they're playing against, I don't feel like Void is in dire need of his Blink.
Oh wow. What item do you recommend on the Void then?
Well, I would maybe. I do like my Shiva's Guard on a Void. Still, it's an old build. I still like that. Oh goodness.
Gonna get the Barrow Charge and the Barrow ultimate round.
That didn't as well as I thought it would.
Yeah, the thing is there, he used his Time Walk before they went on them. And if he had the Time Walk in the middle of that, he could have survived. But unfortunately, using the Time Walk at the wrong time cost him his life there. I'm thinking maybe like a Sanjin Yasha or even like a Manta style on the Void. I think that would be pretty good. Maybe even the Aghanims, but I don't think Aghanims is that big this game. Simply because you don't have too much other damage that can come through from the rest of your team. Silent?
Look, like I said, before we were so rudely interrupted by a team fight. Shiva's Guard is still very good for me on a Void. You know, as soon as you get out of your Chronosphere, pop that Shiva's Guard, and you just have that little bit of advantage after using your ulti. That's always good for me on the Faceless Void.
I think this Void should maybe concentrate more on a damage type build, because he is a core Void, and I mean the Axe was your offlaner. So I think most of your damage should try and come from this Void or the Silencer, but at the moment the Axe is doing that, and he won't be always doing that. So I think Taki and Legend need to make the correct item choices to get the damage down for the rest of the team.
I agree with you now, so maybe Taki should just go straight Milner.
Yeah, that's maybe also a good idea. And look at this positioning from the side of Duck. Really deep here from Orestes and the Crystal Maiden. Oh, nice Blink Call. Only catches creeps though. What a weird Blink Call, but okay. Undying, still smoked though. Yeah, has the Lotus Orb onto the Timbersaw. Gonna charge in onto the Undying here from the Spirit Breaker. And now the Global Silence flies out as well. Chrono only gonna catch one though. The Rock gonna fall out down onto the Crystal Maiden now as well. And this Axe is dropping quite low at this stage. Void, he's gonna try and go onto the Warlock. Getting a few bashes. Oh, the bash is doing the work there from Void. Barrow charging back in, but to no avail. He just gets munched up there by the Axe and the Undying. And this Timbersaw is still so hard. Yeah, that last Timber Chain was that wasn't a really good Timber Chain there from the Timbersaw, and he gets dunk slammed there by the Axe again. And this Axe is just unkillable with this Undying in the vicinity as well, just healing him back up with that Soul Rip. And but really,
it was very well done by both teams there, but unfortunately, fortunately for that one, they won.
Yeah, no, definitely. Duck played really well. The Chrono was a bit of a mishap for me though. I
Well,
think
I agree with you on that.
because
The axe was just caught in it,
yeah,
and that it could have ended badly.
yeah, that could have turned really badly for the side of Duck, but luckily they didn't. And I think it's just because the amount of gold they are ahead at the moment. Well, this axe, he has an invis rune now. He's going for the Reaver actually, maybe going for that hard early on, and he's gonna find this Warlock. No, they're not gonna go for the Warlock. No, he's gonna blink onto the Warlock now. Warlock gonna die pretty quickly. No spins. Why no spins? Okay, no. Silencer. He's gonna get it. Oh, Spirit Breaker trying to get the ulti off onto the axe, but decides against it. Doesn't think it's a good idea to go in there. I must say, Elite Pro are actually making a lot of space for the Spectre at the moment. He's already got his Radiance up now, and he's on his way to that Manta style. And I think Duck have forgotten a little bit about the Spectre here.
Well, I must say he's been gone in the battles for a bit, and he hasn't. I haven't seen such a big presence of him as much as I thought I would.
That is true, but the Global Silence is gonna get dropped here, and the Spirit Breaker just caught. Oh, another good Chrono coming up there, catching the Timber Saw off guard totally there, and yeah, just Silencer with the pure damage ripping into that Timber Saw. He's got 20 stolen intel now on the Silencer. And oh, Legend, you're gonna be dead here, buddy. Oh, just makes it thanks to that mechanism from the Undying. Whoa, you gotta love your supports, eh? Yo. And yeah, this Tinker is doing a lot of damage now with his heat-seeking missiles that he can just spam out.
CM finally forced off. Bought her recipe.
Oh, okay, so she's actually moving up in the world. Isn't she already richer than the previous game's Crystal Maiden? I think she is.
Yes.
27 minutes in. Well done.
But now, my question is, the way this game has been going, you mean you've got the axe who can initiate, blink call, you've got your Undying who can put his tombstone down, you've got your Void who could do his chrono. Do you really need a CM with a blink? Or will you go straight axe?
I don't know, I'm not so sure. I like the 4-star pickup. I think that was probably all she needed this game. As she's not getting jumped at. Maybe a Yule Scepter if she gets, when Barrow's like charging in, you can actually just use the Barrow and cancel his charge.
A Lincoln to stop that Barrow. Well, that's if he charges her directly, of course. That's the only way it will work.
Yeah, that's the only way it will work. But yeah, the Lincolns can also work. I think there's not too many targeted spells on the side of Lead Pro, so it could also work.
Well, I was thinking only about the Barra when I said that. So maybe Axe is the best. Let Void do his chrono. Just walk casually up next to the chrono. Do your invis or your ulti and go invis. That invis would be extra. A little shadow amulet on the side, or maybe a glimmer cape.
Yeah, Glimmer Cape I think would be really good on her, especially with all the magical bursts coming up from that Tinker. It's gonna save her and her teammates quite a lot. And I think this Undying, yeah, he's going for the pipe. I was just about to say that. Really good item choice here on the Undying side. And he's doing quite a lot of work on the healing aspects of this team. Oh, look at this though. The Silencer. Is he going for an Aghanim Scepter? I really wanted to see this in a competition game, and looks like hopefully I can see this. That 100% plus damage on the Glaives of Wisdom on silenced targets, that's gonna do so much damage. And it goes us through BKBs. That is so broken. Well, if the target is silenced. Now, Tinker is going to spam. Oh no, the axe catches the Tinker. He's lost on the side. Crystal Maiden coming from the side as well, but the dunk is already there from the axe. Another 2 intelligence coming onto the silencer. And it looks like this tier 2 is gonna fall down. But top lane, look at that tier 2 though. It's getting a lot of damage done from this Timbersaw. The Spectre's gonna come in with his double damage now as well. Almost trading evenly in this match. The only problem is the Tinker they lost. Void, he has his chrono up as well. Leap Pro need to be a bit careful. Oh no, just one man chrono onto the Warlock. Spectre ulti coming in. Oh, that's a really good silencer ulti there. The Spectre can't haunt back into the fight now. What a good play. He doesn't have a TP scroll as well. This Spectre is so far out of position. The silencer just outplayed him totally, waiting for that Spectral Haunt to get used, but he can't get to his images when he is silenced up. What a play there. And the Axe Call gonna get the Spirit Breaker. Wow, that Timbersaw just did a lot of damage there with the Whirling Death. The Barra gonna try and charge in there. Not gonna happen though. Gonna get glaives down by the silencer now. Oh, and this Timbersaw, he's at the wrong place at the wrong time, but he gets dunked there by the axe. And oh, this game is just going really badly for the side of Lepro, and DUC are just playing so good now.
I just want to say we should maybe have a look at DUC's middle tower. That's also going. If Silence didn't TP in, there's a big chance that tower would have fallen in the next creep wave.
But I think DUC did the right choice there. They knew they had to take this game to the Spectre, and they got a Rax out of it, not caring too much about the other towers they lost. I think it was well worth it. Now they have that one lane advantage. Now they just need to get the rest of those two. Maybe get Roshan next for them. I think is a really high priority. Who do you put Roshan after the Aegis onto though? Maybe the Silencer, or do you think the Void?
I would maybe think the Silencer, because in the team fights he has more than one thing that can help. He's got his Arcane Curse, he's got of course his Last Word, and he does have his Global Silence. So if he does get that Aegis before his Global Silence is up, it might just give him enough time to be able to use it once he gets alive again, or resurrects. Where if you give it to the Void, the only thing that he really has to help the team is his chrono, and if that's down, it's down.
Yeah, that is really true, and I think also the Silencer contributes a lot of damage at this stage of the game to these fights. Especially now he's got his Aghanims down. But I just want to say, while we were talking, this Axe is just YOLOing the crap out of this game. Blinks in here on the mid lane, gets a nice call here with all the creeps onto the Warlock, spins away, gets a dunk onto the Warlock, and he was totally alone the Axe, and yeah, he doesn't care. Like, how do you kill him? He's got a heart and a bloody solar crest.
Lead Pro didn't even have a chance to do anything about them rushing. I mean, they do have the wards up. They saw that DUC was going into a rush pit, but there was nothing they could do about that.
Yep, that is true. Well, I wonder what the game plan here is for Lead Pro. They're just going to try and buy more time for the Spectre and the Tinker to farm up. The thing is, though, that if the Tinker or the Spectre gets caught out, they're in a bit of trouble. And now the Undying, he's going to charge onto the... Spirit Breaker going to charge onto the Undying and gets a big kill there on the Undying with a Horn from the Spectre. Tinker coming in as well, finding the Crystal Maiden as well. 2 kills for the side of the Lead Pro now. And this is going to set DUC a bit back at this stage. I don't think those 2 supports should have been alone so deep into the Radiant jungle there.
The positive, they did do some aggressive warding. And look at all the wards. It's actually nicely done on the side of Lead Pro's side of the map. However, maybe a carry or 2 should have gone with when they did that.
Yeah, if they maybe had the Axe with them or the Void, it would have been really good. But look at the Spirit Breaker. He's just charging away. Gets a dunk onto the Barrow now. He's not going to make it away, I think. The Rockets are following him. He's on really low health. And the Radiance Burn gets him 1,000 gold for the Spectre now. That's a really big boost in his pockets now.
Ironically, about 30 seconds ago, I wanted to say maybe they should have given Aegis to Axe, because they are going to start targeting Axe, especially if he's alone. And I should have said it because it happened now.
Yeah, that is true. But I think Duck, they just need to group up. They've got all their ultis up. Why don't they just group up, push down the mid lane? That's all they need to do at this stage. And now the global silence gonna drop down as well. Silencer trying to get as much damage, but they can't find this bloody Spectre. So elusive. Gonna try and TP out now as well. They find the Tinker at least. Just well, the Timber Soul's also there as well, and 4 kills.
Got out there. I don't know how the CM lived.
I still don't know how she lives, but
No,
yeah.
I honestly, somebody misclicked. Somebody tried to right click her to kill her. It was the Tinker who was there last, if I'm not mistaken, or the Timber, one of them. And I don't know why she wasn't right click. One right click, she would have been dead.
Really unlucky there, but I think it's really lucky that Spectre just got that TP out. That Chrono just missing the Spectre as well.
No. Look at Crystal and Silencer going in alone. That's maybe not a very smart thing to do.
They're really squishy heroes. They don't have that much escape. Just a 4-staff. Got the Silver's Edge on the Silencer though. That's really good against the Timber. Removes all that reactive armor. And that's going to make him so squishy though. He can, I think, purge it off with the Lotus Orb. I'm not so sure. No. I don't think he can. Oh, big cold coming in from the Axe. Gonna get the Spectre now. Oh no, Warlock gonna die instantly almost. This Void is just chasing down this Tinker on the one side. Crystal Maiden also flying out on the side as well. And now Void gonna change his heart to the Spectre. Oh, nice call there just to secure the call. Aegis is gonna be popped as well. A lot of buybacks coming out from the side of Elite Pro, but Duck, they're just gonna go back for now. Void going in. What?
I don't know what's happening there. Was that a misclick?
I think that was a misclick. Let's hope so.
It was so awesome for me to see that trick again, where you have your faceless, where your axe is actually tipping in on your faceless Void, and the faceless just jumps in.
Yep, that's a really good combination there.
I've not seen that for months now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I haven't seen an axe this farmed in a long while as well. Truth be told. And already a 23k lead here for the side of Duck. Have a really astonishing lead here, but I'm like wondering, the Spectre is down. Why didn't they try and take this high ground?
I would have thought they would have tried to take TF3, and then I thought, oh, they're rotating top. Nope, they're farming.
That is quite interesting. I think they could have easily gotten the tier 3 mid, I think. But maybe a bit scared of the Tinker spams of March of the Machines and the rockets coming out. But I mean, you have the Undying, he's got a pipe, he's got a mechanism, you've got the sustain. What more do you need?
Oh, and this axe is getting ready.
Yeah, axe.
He wants that tower, he is hungry.
Yeah, he's going for the BKB also, and that's gonna make the Timbersaw and the Tinker really useless against this axe. Also negates a lot of the Spectre's damage with the Radiance and the Desolation. Timbersaw is going for the Yules next. He's pretty poor, this Timbersaw. Like, he's got the same items as he left the laning stage with, only that Lotus Orb and the Arcane Boots. Really struggling this game. Well, now we're just gonna move down onto this top tier 2 here for Duck. And look at this, the Silencer actually going for a Refresher Orb to get that double. Yeah, really good, especially with the Aghanims. It's 12 seconds of 100% Glaives of Wisdom boosted damage. Can be.
Now, see, CM is going Yules exactly as.
Yeah, I told you. But look at the good wards she's placing as well.
Yeah,
really.
It's just very strange for me, who's an aggressive support, to see supports buy defensive items like that, or like I need my eggs. I do need it. any support that I play, my support players are really, they need their eggs. Like Witch Doctor, for instance, and my CM for our ulti, I need it. But
Yeah,
they, nope. These
that
people
is
play
true.
full on support. That's good.
Yeah, the thing is, I think Crystal Maiden needs these defensive items because 1,000 HP, 5 armor, it's not a lot on your support show. I don't think she wants to melt away like the previous game she did. So, those defensive items really playing off. And Roche timer about 30 seconds off. Global Silence gonna get popped. Why?
Oh, CM might be in trouble. If Spec, oh.
Right, Spectre goes down. Oh, wait, where the hell is the Spectre? I can't, okay, Void goes. Oh, so Chrono misses the Tinker though. He's gonna pay for it with his life there. Big Crystal Maiden ulti coming down. Gets the Warlock down, but the Crystal Maiden falls down as well now. And what a weird fight that was for both sides. But they lose the Spectre though. Only the Tinker and the Timbersaw left. The Axe is still up. Are they gonna try and go for these high grounds? Doesn't look like it. Oh wow, this Timber is going deep. He is silenced up now. He's gonna get a lot of damage gone. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. And now the Spectre buying back as well. Axe, why are they backing? There's only 2 up. Go hit that tower. No. Maybe just waiting for that creep wave. I hope so. Please go for that tower. No,
Yep,
why not?
Oh no.
They're just gonna foam up again. But okay, they've got a bit of patience. And now he's going to blink and call in from the Axe. Pops the Blade Mail as well. Doing a lot of damage on the Spectre. But I mean, if the Silencer or the Undying was with him, maybe could have been a kill there. Because he used his Manta as well. He can't get the Silencers off from the Silencer. Spirit Breaker charging in onto the Axe now. He's all alone. Undying is a bit off. No, he's going to blink up. The Spirit Breaker cancels his charge now. Yeah, this gone back to his soulmate. Roche is back up really quickly now. He's got the ages, the cheese is ready now. Second Roshan having the cheese now. And Silencer trying to do this Roche alone. The rest of the team gonna come in now. This Faceless Void actually has an MKB up now.
Lead Pro, no wards this time, so they have no idea that DUC is rushing. Of course, now they know.
Yeah, well, now they know it's too late. But yeah, this Void also, you have to be a bit careful of this Void. With the Diffusal Blade, Maelstrom, Mantis Tail, and the MKB, this guy is hitting really hard at this stage. Especially if he gets those bashes and the mini bashes from the Monkey King bar. Gonna be really a problem for the side of Lead Pro, yeah.
I'm just a little bit worried here that DUC is a bit behind. They've got 3 of their players just at the back. They should really get there very quickly, because if Axe is alone, he can actually be taken down by Lead Pro. If he's alone.
That is true. But
if he falls underneath a tower or something, he's dead.
Yep. But Axe has 7k gold, so he can instantly buy back, come back into the fight if he really wants to. He's got so much gold on this Axe, it's actually retarded. And he's got cheese. Oh, nice Chrono there on the backside of DUC. He doesn't get the Tinker though. The Global Silence comes out now. They find the Timbersaw. Are they going to try and go into the Warlock? Yes, no. Gets it just before the column drops. Global Silence going to come out now. The refreshed one. Going to get the Spectre as well. And that's 4 down for the side of Lead Pro. And yeah, Aegis gets popped though, but not too big of a deal. Another Rack's going to fall down for Lead Pro. And looking...
Each and every time they had a team fight, CM died, but she did a part. She did an initiation, she took about a quarter or 1/8 of their health off, and then she dies. But she's not needed after that. Honestly, this CM is playing a very good...
Yeah, that's all that support should do. You throw out your abilities, after that you can die, you can live, it doesn't matter. But as long as you throw down those abilities.
Likes playing like that support, eh?
Yeah, no, I don't also, but yeah, that's how supports work, unfortunately. You need to do those stuff.
Teams, we are going into a third game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Oh, it's gonna be an interesting third game, I think. Yeah, I wonder what teams are gonna be picking for the next game. Barra trying to go into this axe, but this axe has just got too much health for you, buddy. Where the hell is his warlock, though? I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Found you. And yeah, Tinker's banging out missiles left, right, and center. Oh no, they're gonna find this. Are they gonna find him though? Yep, they're gonna. No, not. Yes, they will. They find the axe at least. Now they're gonna find the silence. Oh no, he uses the Silver's Edge. Oh, the dust gonna get popped here by the Spirit Breaker. Really good kill there.
I felt that one.
Yep, two big kills coming to the side of Leap Pro, but I think it's just too late. It's just like your base doesn't exist almost anymore. And this tier 4 is gonna fall now. Ancient is exposed. What do? You got a Tinker, you can just spam out marches, but how do you push out a lane? How do you get to the enemy's base? It's just so hard.
Well, I've seen worse games turn around, just so by the way. I've seen a game where they had still tier 1s.
What?
Yes, and somebody turned it around because they got one good team fight in their base. They left their Witch Doctor to defend in base, and they 4-manned mid down. They took tier 1, tier 2.
Okay, but now you lose your Tinker and he has to buy back now from the with the Faceless Void.
I don't foresee that happening in this game, by the way.
I just don't think like, let's be honest here, Duck have the better team fight in my opinion. It's gonna be really hard for Leap Pro to win a team fight, like with the Chrono, with the double global silence, with the axe there and the Undying and the no. I don't see you winning a team fight against that. No. Maybe getting pickoffs, yes. Winning a team fight, I think you're dreaming a bit too much.
And here comes Axe, tipping into CM. I don't think these two should be alone. Remember what I said, if Axe is alone, he will be taken out, and he proved that. And CM isn't really the best one to be alone with him. She doesn't really count at this moment because she can be killed in one knock.
Oh, so they just smoked up just outside out of the base. Oh, misses the call though. Global Silence gonna fly out. No Chrono. Okay, Creasing Field gonna come out now. Really good ulti there from the Crystal Maiden. Oh, the Warlock Golems drops the stopping the Crystal Maiden ulti, and now they're just gonna start hitting this Ancient. No damage whatsoever. Warlock throwing up his upheaval, barely moving anywhere. Oh, a nice call there by the axe. Another Global Silence coming out now. That is GG.
That is GG.
I thought so. I think Duck just having the really good team fight synergy in this game. Playing it really well, putting a lot of pressure onto the Spectre. And yeah, well played by both sides though, but I'm glad Duck won this game. Now we get to see a game 3.
Oh, I knew from the start what was going to happen. I knew it was going to be a good game.
Yep.
I predicted that one.
Yeah, well played. Cool. We'll be right back in 5 minutes, guys. We'll catch you now for game 3 of Leap Pro vs Salt in the Ruby... What? I'm just gonna call it the Ruby Cup from now. Proving Grounds. Who would name something like that? Anyway, we'll catch you guys in a bit.